Okay, I thought I would start with this very interesting Hawaiian request for higher consciousness. I thought that sort of would go with Reiki. Um, so it's take away all that I say and toss away without a thought all that does not strike within you a recognition. For you do not learn wisdom and love, you only
Yes.
encounter catalysts to remember it. For it is all
I need
within
to have a
yourself.
stylus.
It's right there.
Well, get it for me. I can't get it.
Here. Here.
Not a problem?
Okay, we're ready.
You ready? Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Not a problem. So I'll do a little meditation first and to get our bodies ready to receive energy. And so if you would all sit in a comfortable spot with your feet flat on the floor, you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a second one in through your nose, out through your mouth. And on the third one, breathe in everything you can think of that is good for you in your environment. And when you breathe out through your mouth, let go of anything that no longer serves you. And see a ball of white light above your crown chakra. And see it radiating around you and filling your aura. 3 feet around you, up and down. And watch it slowly drift through your third eye and your brow chakras and clean out anything that no longer serves you. And as you breathe out, again, let go of anything in your environment that no longer serves you. The white light now moves to your throat chakra and clears all negativity in your voice and allows your voice to open and be honest and tell you truth. Now the white light moves to your heart chakra and lights it up with beautiful pink and green light for healing. Allow your heart to heal. Allow your heart to let go of hurts and pain caused by yourself or others. To allow your heart to be free to heal. Move it down to your third chakra, the willpower. Use the white light to strengthen your willpower to do what you know you need to do in this world and help get rid of the naysayers in your life who try to steal your willpower. And then we move to the second chakra, which is your creativity, and allow the white light to bathe that area intensely to allow anything in you that creates in any way, whether it's painting or singing or making music or playing your bowls or just creating work for yourself. So bathe that creativity area with this beautiful white light and see it building and strengthening that entire area. Move down to the first chakra and ask it to help you find where you belong in your tribe, help you find security, be it emotional security, financial security, physical security. It will strengthen that area. Again, we need to ask. And then watch the white light go down your hips and your legs, strengthen your knees so that you can stay firm, reining yourself instead of letting other people rein you. And watch it go slowly down to your feet so you can stay firmly planted in what you believe. and let it flow back into the earth and give Mother Earth the gift of light. Now, if everybody will just stay relaxed, I will begin Reiki. Let's see what happens. Okay, you're all real busy today in there in your spirit world. Nikki, your third eye is, your third eye is like deep purple today and really open. But I see your second chakra, your creativity, is like a beautiful flowering vine that's sending out all these excited tendrils looking for something. And I think that's probably looking for work. So you were busy. You're like a beehive. Your third eye and your heart are saying to the rest of your chakras, all right, get out there. We got things to do. We got to get this set up. This is going to happen. You're so excited. You're like glowing like a light bulb. And there's so much excitement. All your chakras are lit up and they're all just like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, okay, I can take care of this piece. But your heart chakra is like the central core, the queen bee saying, yeah, okay, you go here, you go there. Yeah, you do that. Okay, fine. So you're really busy. Laura, your hip and back have some inflammation, but it's a lot better. It's pale pink instead of bright red. There's also a lot of green light, so you're healing. I see pink light in your heart. There's a lot of love and forgiveness in there and a lot of joy. So that's good. Bobby, your heart chakra was like the most beautiful bouquet of spring flowers I have ever seen. You just blossomed. That's all I saw for you. Yvonne, I saw an angel on your, am I right? Your left. Okay, your left is Archangel Gabriel. No, she's on the right. Sorry. She's bringing you a message of some sort in the next few weeks, she said. She wouldn't give it to me. She will give it to you. She knows you know how to receive. And Raphael is on the other side, and we all know he's the healing angel. So you are surrounded by loving, healing light. And I see changes coming your way. Charlie, are you still having chest and kidney issues? Because that's where my energy went for you, is your chest area and your kidneys. Are you still having issues there?
Well, yeah, well, I've had prostate cancer for like 20 years. So
So it's still healing.
yeah, so I'm still here. My breathing is not
You're
as,
still,
it's, and yeah, it is, I get out of breath if I walk too fast, but I feel it's kind of normal. But I think
okay, well,
I feel like I'm the fertilizer for Bobby's flowers.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
That's one way to
yeah.
spin shit.
A
Yeah.
lot of people would say you're full of it, Charlie.
If Terry would hear, that's exactly what you would have said. You're full of it, Charlie. Oh dear God. Miss Dolly, I saw your crown chakra open suddenly, and I see two angels. They're only white, but they are disseminating knowledge and healing. So I'm seeing your brain being active, like you're searching, you're trying to figure something out, or you're trying to learn something. But they're also sending healing for your heart and your second chakra. So watch for changes in those areas. Okay, Kevin, again, my fingers just went, phew, and started shooting energy at that side of your head again. But then they moved to your third chakra, and your third chakra is wide open all of a sudden. So watch for some psychic things more to happen. I've never seen that chakra open that much for you. I mean, it is wide and purple. So you're going to be receiving some kind of messages or some kind of healing. And you know, a lot of energy still went to your injury, but they really beamed right at your third eye. Watch. Katrina, I see you searching as well. I see the angels bringing some kind of healing to your heart chakra, but also giving you some more knowledge, sending you a good teacher to teach you what you choose to learn and also what you need to learn right now. So watch for that teacher to come in your life if she's not already there, and learn as much as you can. And that teacher will bring you to other teachers when you're ready to learn other things. Did I get everybody? Yeah, I guess so. Anybody got any questions? Want to tell me what you felt? If you felt anything, did you hear anything? Did you get any messages? Don't everybody talk at once.
I think I knew when you were on because I got chills. I felt chills go through my whole body. So I think that was when you were with me.
Okay.
I felt the same way, although it
Anybody else
wasn't
get
chills, it was heat and energy coming from my hands and through my body.
The
Dan, did you get
third
anything?
eye, I've always wondered because that part of my brain is severely damaged. And I've always wondered whether or not this third eye was damaged as well.
Not anymore, babe. Look out. That's all I can say.
That's good
Look
to
out,
know.
Oh boy.
something's coming.
Well, strange things have been happening over the last couple of weeks, so I'm not surprised.
Okay. You want to share or you want to keep it to yourself?
Well, about the only thing I can make sense of it so far is from the time we had the readings. I've always felt the spirit world was out there, but after the reading, I felt like the spirit world was standing next to me. And so when I'm sitting, the first thing I know, I'm off and visiting with an ancestor or whatever and dealing with an issue and then coming back. And I find I tune out of television programs and all of a sudden realize I'm not paying attention. And so that's been happening more and more. So uh, like I said, I haven't quite figured it out totally yet, and I probably won't.
Will. They're going to help you figure it out because it's there. It's happening. I mean, it just blew me away. It just like an explosion right here. And like I said, I used to be able to shoot energy out of my fingers. Well, I didn't even have to think about it. It shot right for your third eye and stayed there for quite a while. So. Yvonne, how about you?
Oh, actually, I was getting messages for what Kevin had said, so I wasn't even thinking about myself at that particular point. And if you want to reach out to me, Kevin, I can tell you, or I could tell you now what I was getting when you were saying it, but that's up to you.
Sure, tell me if you like.
I was getting that you're more obviously playing in different dimensions now, where I don't know that you were consciously doing that previously. And I think that's part of what you're experiencing. is just different dimensions now. And that's what I was getting for you when you were talking about what was happening for you. Anyway, look, back to me. I don't know. I'm just listening, and I was just being, I know that I've got, in general, I have a lot happening and opening up. I'm putting in an application for a certification for something that I've been doing as a voluntary piece. I've been volunteering with families with complex trauma and rad kids because that's what my babe has. And I do it for free because I'm volunteering, of course, but someone has recommended me for the certification. So I'm going to try to put that in today, and I'll find out, and that process will start. I think it's the 16th or something if I'm accepted in, and we'll get that training. And that particular certification can actually help me make money doing that, which is a very different thing than where I've been. And then I've got another certification that I'm waiting for, or waiting for approval for. And I'm going to go meet with someone tomorrow. So a lot of things are in the works for shifts and changes, and I'm assuming it's all happening in the right and perfect time. So, and sometimes it seems way too fast, and sometimes it seems not fast enough. So
Well, it sounds like your volunteering has paid off.
We'll see. Oh, if nothing else, it's paid off in the fact that, I think the thing that, and I wrote something yesterday about it, kind of like poem-like or just meditative-like, about being a mom of a reactive attachment disorder kid. And it's a very hard to explain and lonely job. And so being there for other families as they're trying to navigate what's best for their kid is rewarding in itself, which is why I've done it no matter what, So.
But helping others also helps you.
No, I'm aware. That's exactly why I was doing it, because I know for me, I would have appreciated having someone be there for me. And this particular disorder and mental illness is not widely known in the United States, and it's not widely recognized by professionals. And mostly when it is, it's professionals that have had a 6-week course that still don't get it. And so getting help for these families is difficult. So that's why I did it, because I would have liked it when I was trying to figure out those things for myself.
So you had to fight the battle, and now you can help others win their battles. And that's
I can help others. I may not have all the answers, but I can help others, and I have the understanding. I may not have the level of, it's a spectrum, just like autism is a spectrum. So I may not have all of the experiences that they have, but I have the understanding of what that's like. And I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, and that's a blessing for those families.
We'll see. Sometimes I feel like one, sometimes I don't.
Right, yeah. Well, some days you just like to swim in the other direction, but
Well, I think that when you're when you're fighting battles with systems that are antiquated and systems that don't have any answers and are not willing to help, and it's easier for them to put blinders on. I think that that's a very difficult thing.
Yeah, it's easiar for them to look the other way.
Exactly.
It's not a big problem.
Even professionals.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, even professionals in the mental health field, in schools,
Mhm.
Even professionals want to put blinders on. And that's who I battle.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm sure the families that you've helped really appreciate it because you know what it's like to swim upstream against the rest of the salmon. So you can help them. So I thank you for them and I honor you. Yeah.
yeah, they are appreciative. I know that. I have no doubt that they're appreciative. I just wish we could move the needle a little bit more.
Time, unfortunately.
Paula, I wanted to let you know how I felt during the meditation. I felt restless. I felt restless. And I attempted to get back in it several times. I did a guided meditation. I love the song, the Garfinkel's In the Silence. I try to get in the silence. And during my restlessness, Bobby hollers out, "What's going on? What's going on?" And so she served my restlessness because I was feeling that, I wasn't aware of what you were trying to accomplish. And I thought, well, this is a long time for a recording of nothing, right?
It was just energy, and I
Yeah.
don't usually talk when I'm doing Reiki, I don't usually talk unless my client happens to ask me questions. But so yes, it was a long silence. It was like 25 minutes of silence. But all that time I was scanning every one of you and getting messages and giving energy. So you did take a lot of energy though. You did take a lot of healing energy, and I thought you almost snoozed off there for a minute. Um,
Yeah.
I
And it
could be
would have
wrong.
helped me if I knew that was the intention, you
Yeah,
know.
say that at the
Oh,
beginning. Then it'll make sense.
now it makes sense. Okay, sorry.
I
I
think
thought we
if at
explained
the
it.
beginning you tell us what to expect, I think it would be easier for
Oh,
us to
okay.
follow. I had no idea
Thank
what
you.
you were
I will do
doing.
that. I'll do that next time. Thank you. I'm sorry. I
Good.
thought I explained it. I guess. So anyway,
Yeah.
B, how did
It's
you
a,
feel? She just flicked herself off there. What were you?
I went and made
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh, you bad.
I did. I have to admit, I was listening in the background, but you was silent.
She went
But when
and
you
made
started
breakfast.
talking again, I came back. So
She went and made breakfast.
That's
yeah,
good. Use your
I
time
did
well.
too.
I'm going to
Guys,
volunteer to clothing swap today, so I have to get going instead of do everything afterwards. So yeah.
one more thing to keep the bee busy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Paula, you are providing a wonderful service. I just, like Bobby would have felt if you introduced us to what to expect, it would have helped.
Yeah, we did it last time. I was just assuming you expected that we knew what was going on. So
Okay.
I
I
did,
didn't.
makes sense. We can revisit.
before, but that's okay. I will remember to revisit next time I do a Reiki share. So who do we have coming next week? Do we know?
We don't have anybody yet. Any volunteers? What was the book you held up, Charlie?
Yeah, it's a pamphlet. Can you read it?
Peace in the
Midst.
midst.
Midst of
Yeah, it's put out by Unity. And within the pamphlet, there are interfaith prayers for peace by all the major religions of the world, coming from their way of praying. And I found it interesting. I'd be glad to share it or send it to you or whatever.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
I
I'd have
would
to.
love to hear them.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
taste of one. Pick a religion, Sikh or Sufi or Judaism
Oh, I love the
or
Sufis.
Sufi. Okay. Yeah, I like the Sufi too. Here's a Sufi prayer for peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, which is perfect and everlasting, that our souls may be radiant peace, that we may think, act, and speak harmoniously, that we may be centered and thankful for the bountiful gifts, that amidst our world strife, we may enjoy thy bliss, that we may endure all, tolerate all in the thought of thy grace and mercy, that our lives may become a divine vision, and in thy light all darkness may vanish, that we, the children on earth, may all unite in the one family. Amen. So
How many are on that pamphlet, Charlie? How many
there's
different
about,
religions?
yeah, I'll just rattle them off to you here. We have New Thought Unity. We have Baha'i, Buddhism, Catholic, Christian, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, Pagan, New Thought Agape, Sufi, Sikh, and Native American, and New Thought Center for Spiritual Living.
So there's 14.
Yeah, quite a few. But, you know, they're all, what's amazing to me is that, you know, every spiritual or religious teaching in the world have prayers for peace. But there seem like we're more active at creating conflict and war. So that's an enigma to me.
Hmm. This is a
Anyway,
crazy
Would you
thought,
be
and y'all,
willing
oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, would you be willing to read all of them next week and have us discuss how we react to them? Would that work for you? Because they sound fascinating.
Well, it's interesting because this is what I was going to suggest, Paula. What if Nikki's, it's similar, but a little bit different. What if Nikki took that pamphlet and emailed it out, and if people felt a connection to one, they read the one
Oh,
and their interpretation, and then that gets a lot of people involved. What do you
Sounds
think
good to
about
me.
that for next week?
I think it's a great idea. I just don't know how to mail out a pamphlet.
Can you take a picture of it and send it to Nikki? Like photograph it?
Each page,
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I could, that'd be about 5, 6 photographs.
Is
And
that
then
too
each,
much?
no, I'll be glad to photograph it and
Yeah.
send it.
I
Do you have
can
a
And then-
send you
scanner?
PDF.
Perfectly if you have a scanner. Do you have a scanner, Charlie?
Yeah, yes and no. I do,
Okay.
and my scanner and my printer and I are in conflict.
I get it. I get it. My printer and I are having that same discussion, but it is still scanning. So I get it.
Photos are
But
good as long as the light is good and I can read the text.
yeah, okay, the easiest way for me is to picture it and send it. So that's what I'll do.
That could
And
be
then,
fun for next week.
all right, look forward to that. I heard on the news this morning that the oldest man in the world is in England. He was born in 1912 in August. He looks good. He says he has no special diets. His secret is moderation and plenty of fish and chips. And apparently, the oldest woman in the world is not 110, she's 117, and she's in Spain. I don't know much about her.
Mm.
Awesome.
So, Paula, do you mind me asking, tell me what brought you to being a Reiki master? What was
Um,
your inspiration? What led you there?
well, I had some friends that were Reiki masters and somehow got involved taking classes with them, and I loved the feeling of the energy. So they said, well, why don't you come and take classes and learn? And they weren't charging as much as people are charging nowadays. So I learned, and the more and I used to volunteer various places, but I started using the Reiki on my patients and saw that they could heal faster
Mm,
because of the energy. And so that really got me excited. And unfortunately, Usui, I can't remember the darn symbols. So somebody said to me, you want to learn Reiki that doesn't involve symbols? And I said, yeah, sign me up. So I took Kundalini Reiki, and then Melan gave us Literian Reiki, which blew me away. I was like a space age for a week, because she gave us all 6 classes in 3 days. Remember that in California? Oh my God. Um, and I've just had so many people that say, I can feel your energy. I can feel the heat. I feel better when you worked on me. I have worked in combination with a massage therapists and cranial sacral therapists and been able to bump up their energy and make what they did work better. So it's just fascinating for me. I love energy. I always have, even as a kid. Um, so that's what got me hooked.
oh, cool.
I'm still hooked.
So I'm assuming you were a nurse or something in the medical field?
Yeah, I've been an RN for 55 years.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I was mostly geriatric, so they really needed a lot more energy to heal.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a blessing to be able to give them that. And I also, of course, because many of them died, I was able to give them Reiki as they were crossing over and be there with them, like a hospice person. My patients always knew when I was on, they would wait for me to die because they knew I wouldn't walk out on them. I wasn't afraid. And I'd be giving them energy at the same time so that they wouldn't be afraid.
And that's what I
It was
do.
a blessing.
I do hospice Reiki with
Mm.
hospice patients. And so it's not always to heal. It's with hospice people is to let them relax enough to be able to let go, to take away their anxiety and their fears.
I think one of the most humbling and honored position I ever had was to do hospice. I'm not a Reiki master. I'm a fourth generation seer, but not because of that. But for other reasons, I ended up doing hospice for a patient. And again, one of the most humbling of experience.
Your fourth generation of what? I didn't hear that.
Seer.
Fear?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
F-E-A-R?
No, Seer. Seer.
Seer.
S like Sam.
F-E-E.
No, S
No,
is in
S.
Sam. S is in Sam.
Oh,
Seer.
S is in
I think
sense.
we missed
Yeah.
the beginning.
Oh, a seer, S-E-E-R.
The
A
one who
vision.
sees the future.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
got
a
it.
vision.
I'm
A
that,
vision.
and
Yeah, visionary.
I also do mediumship. So yeah. Yep. I was 2 when I had my first experience.
Please.
That's great. Yeah, when I
Yeah, I had
worked
my
with a
first.
lady who was clairvoyant, clairaudient
Mm-hmm.
in Mexico, with her biggest challenge was as a child when she was seeing all these things and hearing all these things in the village she lived in, the only educated person was a priest, and he convinced her family that it was the devil.
Mm.
So by the time she was 21, she was suicidal. I don't
Mm.
fit in, I'm crazy, blah, blah, until she met a healer in Tijuana that showed her how to apply her visions and her knowledge and her clairvoyant and clairaudient to help people. And that changed her life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my father was always afraid of it, though he had 2 generations above him that experienced it, but it brought a lot of fear for him. So he was really hesitant when he saw it in me. So
Yeah,
it can be a bit difficult piece to wear.
for sure. And a real challenge to say, to honor the presence of God expressing through you in that unique way.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. I would agree.
Awesome. Well, we're coming close to
Paula,
time.
what was interesting was Katrina we didn't talk to her about what you're reading for her, but I can tell you that her teacher has arrived and you're looking at her.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Her and I just have reconnected. We knew each other a long time ago. And we recently just reconnected because she wanted to learn about the bowls more because she's getting into the sound healing. So she'd been coming over once a
Oh.
week and I've been working with her with sound healing.
Great.
So her teacher has arrived.
And
Well,
you're gonna read her to us.
my teacher I've had for 65 plus years is wearing red. You can see her right now sitting in a chair.
Thinking about it, yes. And I'm sure she's taught you some very interesting lessons, Charles.
That she has, but it's been mutual. I put a lot on her plate.
Well,
And
I'm
she,
going to jump off because I've got another meeting at 1, so y'all have a great week.
Thanks, Yvonne.
thanks for
I'll call
showing
you
up.
this week. I'll touch base.
All right,
to you
great.
later,
Thank you.
Yvonne.
Thank you.
All right. We're coming
So
to
for
the end.
next week, I will picture this brochure and peace in the midst of all the different prayers. I'll send it to Nikki, and Nikki, you can jolly well do what you want. Make it available for people to read, and then whatever turns them on, they can share that part of the pamphlet.
Sounds good.
Great, great.
All
They sound
right,
really
thank you.
fascinating. Thank you, Charlie.
Good.
Okay. Everybody have a
Have
blessed
a
week.
wonderful week. Thank you, Paula.
Thanks,
Always
Paula.
enjoy the readings.
You.
Much love to all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.